200 miles inside the Arctic Circle. A Chinook crew from RAF Odium's 27 Squadron trained for landing in the snow. Northern Norway is a tough place to learn anything.
For us as aircrew, while we're flying, again, a bit different. As you can see from the background, it's all white, white, white. And when we've got a bit of cloud out in the sky, unlike today where it's beautiful, but when you've got a bit of cloud, you've got white cloud on a white hill, and it's hard sometimes to see where the hill stops and the sky begins. So for us, very disorientating, very, very disorientating flying in those conditions. You don't know which way's up and down, so you have to learn slightly new techniques for dealing with it.
Yeovil's Commando Helicopter Force is running the exercise. There's 3 RAF Chinooks here for the first time since the Afghanistan war.
For the aircrew, it's not dissimilar to landing in the desert. They still get that goldfish bowl effect, except instead of dust, it's snow. It really can distort their vision. They can't see where they're taking off or landing from.
What you do find difficult is with the snow, finding references on the ground. So in the desert, you'll get a dust cloud coming through, but you'll be able to land using the references on the ground. In the snow, what we're finding after a few years away is that it's quite difficult to pick a point on the ground. So having those references on the ground is probably the hardest part.
We do 2 different profiles. We do the first where we come to a high hover, and let that snow blow out. And hopefully, slowly, we'll be able to descend and that snow will wash off, allowing us to land. If there's too much snow or we have an operational motive to get down on the ground a little bit faster, then we do the second technique, in which we come in for a 0-speed landing, continuing down and forward as we go. That's probably the harder of the 2 techniques and causes the most issues for us as a pilot.
It's minus 15 degrees at ground level, even colder in the bowls around the area. And landing in the snow has its own hazards, hence the skis.
Each ski weighs about 100 kilos, a couple of metres long, fit one of them on each wheel point, and they'll just spread the weight of the aircraft over the snow so that when we land on, instead of falling into the snow and ripping a wheel off, we land on safely and remain at the top of the snow. They make it look ridiculous. Good fun flying around with them.
The Chinooks are here with the Commando Helicopter Force, both part of Joint Helicopter Command, a tri-service helicopter force ready for contingency operations. After this Arctic training, 27 Squadron will be on 5 days readiness.
It's for any contingencies. 18 Squadron and 27 Squadron essentially go year on and year off with their readiness states. So we've always got an aircraft on national standby, which is on a notice to move for civilian military cooperation in the UK. And we're on the 5 days notice to move for worldwide contingency.
Exercise Clockwork has been running since 1969. 27 Squadron's part in it will continue until March. Rebecca Ricks, Forces News in Bardufoss.